Let's talk about how stupid the traditional light bulb is. Thomas Edison invented a device that is 95% space heater and 5%, oh yeah, light as a side effect. It works by taking a metal wire and making it so hot that it glows. That's the entire plan. Heat until glow. It's like trying to read a book by setting your house on fire. But then we invented the LED, light emitting diode. Cool to the touch, lasts forever, comes in every color of the forbidden rainbow. There's just one tiny problem. LEDs have the survival instinct of a lemming with a death wish. Connect it wrong? Dead. Too much voltage? Dead. Look at it funny? Believe it or not, also dead. Today, we're learning how to keep this self-destructive diva alive long enough to actually produce light. Let's start with the D word. LED stands for light emitting diode. So what's a diode? It's a one-way valve for electricity, a turnstile, a bouncer that only lets electrons go in one direction. Electricity goes in through the anode, that's the positive side, and out through the cathode, that's the negative side. Backwards? Nope. The diode says access denied. Now here's where it gets annoying. You have to physically look at the LED to figure out which side is which. There are two clues. Clue 1. The long leg is positive. The short leg is negative. Easy, right? Just remember, positive has a plus sign which has two lines, so it needs more leg. Clue 2. If you look at the LED's body, the little plastic bubble, one side has a flat spot. That's the negative side. The flat spot is where dreams go to die. Plug it in backwards and nothing happens. No smoke, no explosion, it just sits there judging you silently. But plug it in correctly without a resistor? Oh buddy, let me tell you what happens next. Alright, time for the how does this magic actually work part. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you memorize quantum physics. We're keeping this simple. Inside an LED, there's a junction, a cliff edge, where two different materials meet. When you apply voltage, electrons get pushed off this cliff. When they fall, they lose energy, and that lost energy has to go somewhere. So it becomes light. Photons, visible, beautiful, glowy light. The color of the light depends on how big the cliff is. Small cliff, red light. Medium cliff, green. Big cliff, blue. And here's a fun fact. Blue LEDs were impossible to make for decades. Scientists tried everything. It took until the 1990s, to figure it out. The guy who finally cracked it, Shuji Nakamura, won a Nobel Prize in 2014. Because blue LEDs gave us white LED, which gave us phone screens, TVs, and every single LED light bulb you own. But here's the catch. Making electrons jump off cliffs requires a specific amount of voltage. Too little, nothing happens. Too much, the LED commits unalive. That's why you need a resistor. The resistor is the bodyguard, the safety net, the responsible adult in the room. All right, let's build the classic, the LED circuit. You'll need 4 things: a battery, a resistor, an LED, and some wire to connect them all. Step 1. Connect the positive side of your battery to one end of the resistor. Doesn't matter which end. Resistors don't care about direction. They're chill like that. Step 2. Connect the other end of the resistor to the long leg of the LED. That's the positive side, the anode. Remember, long leg equals positive. More leg, more plus. Step 3. Connect the short leg of the LED, the cathode, the negative side, back to the negative terminal of your battery. And now, the moment of truth. If you did it right, the LED lights up. If you did it wrong, you get to start over with a new LED because this one is now a fancy paperweight. Let's talk about why the resistor value matters. If you use a resistor that's too big, like 10,000 ohms, the LED barely glows. It's dim, sad, pathetic. If you use a resistor that's too small, like 10 ohms, the LED gets way too much current and dies screaming. The magic smoke escapes. The sweet spot for most LEDs with a 9-volt battery is somewhere between 220 and 470 ohms. That's the Goldilocks zone. Not too bright, not too dim, just right. Not all LEDs are created equal. Each color requires a slightly different voltage to light up. This is called the forward voltage drop. Red LEDs are easy. They only need about 2 volts. They're the participation trophy of LEDs. You basically can't mess them up. Blue and white LEDs are divas. They demand 3 to 3.5 volts. They're high maintenance. They require respect and precise voltage, or they simply refuse to perform. This matters because if you're using a tiny battery, like a coin cell at 3 volts, you can light up a red LED just fine. But a blue LED, nope, not enough juice. And here's a fun bonus fact. White LEDs don't actually exist. What you're seeing is a blue LED covered in a yellow phosphor coating. The blue light hits the phosphor and boom, white light. So every time you look at your phone screen, remember, you're staring at millions of tiny blue LEDs pretending to be white. It's theater. It's deception. It's beautiful. So that's the LED, a semiconductor miracle, a one-way light machine, a self-destructive diva that changed the world. They're everywhere, in your phone, your TV, your car, even those annoying Christmas lights your neighbor leaves up until March. You now understand diodes. You know how to identify positive and negative legs. You can calculate resistor values to keep them alive. You've mastered the forward voltage drop. You're basically an LED wizard now. But here's the thing about light. It's useless unless you can control when it turns on. Which brings us to next episode, switches. The power to play God. The ability to control the flow of electrons with a single press. We're talking buttons, toggles, and the satisfying click of absolute authority. Until then, don't connect LEDs backwards, don't skip the resistor. And whatever you do, don't stare directly at a UV LED unless you enjoy cornea damage. Class dismissed.